How do you associate yourself with abundance? Is it all about the riches for you? Is it all about the money, or is there something more in relationship to what you perceive abundance to mean? Abundance is definitely more than that, right? It can be good relationship with yourself, with your family, with your friends, in your career, in your emotional health, and it can mean so many things. To compress the meaning of abundance, it is living a fulfilled and a happy life. And in this one, I talk about 5 things which you should know to attract abundance in your life. Hi guys, welcome to Creating Inner Shangri-La. I'm Pooja, and in this channel we talk about self-development, self-growth, living a conscious and authentic life. If you haven't subscribed, do consider subscribing. And now, without any further ado, let's get started with 5 things which you need to know to attract abundance in your life. Firstly, feel those big deal emotions. Let me tell you a funny story. I had a friend few years ago who wanted to have a meaningful relationship with someone who supported her dreams and who loved her truly, right? At that moment of time, she was not in a relationship and she had just gotten out of a toxic relationship. But she was still keeping in touch with her ex. She was still responding to his text messages and still responding to her calls, right? And one day, she calls me and tells me that she wanted to have someone in her life who'd support her, who'd loved her. She wanted to have a man with certain qualities to be in her life, right? So then I asked her this question. I told her, have you let go of the old you to bring in new you in your life? She was confused, right? But we do this thing all the time. In order to have a new version of yourself, in order to manifest a new version of yourself, and in order to shift into a new identity, you definitely need to let go of the old version of you. You need to let go of the old identity that you're still grabbing hold of, that you're still holding on to. She was talking with her ex and she was still responding to him even when she knew that the relationship was over. She was giving me thousands of excuses just to be in touch with him. And that was a part of old identity, right? She was hesitant to shift into a new version of herself. For the right relationship to be manifested, you need to be in the zone, right? If you're not in the zone, you can't be in that relationship. And it is the same thing with attracting abundance and more opportunities in your life as well. You need to let go of the old stories that is playing in your head again and again. And you should also let go of the limiting beliefs which you hold on to so dearly. Start becoming that person today. Ask yourself, what will that abundant version of myself look like? What will that abundant version of myself feel? What kind of emotions they will feel? What kind of things they will experience? And from now, start becoming that person, because the only time that we have is now. There is no past or there is no future. The only time that you should be existing in is now. Secondly, don't question the how. Oftentimes, what happens is that the imposter which is present in me, in you, and in every one of us takes the driver's seat, and that's when everything collapses. When you start asking questions, when you start doubting yourself, when you start doubting the process, everything collapses, because doubts creates more doubts. And doubts are a negative frequency, right? They are low vibe emotions. So never question the hows and whys of the process, right? Have faith and consistently hold on to the new identity that you want to embody, right? Rather than looking at ways these things are never going to happen for you, you're never going to become that person. What if you shift your focus? What if you shift your attention to the alternatives in which you'll see yourself becoming that person? So rather than looking at the glass as half empty, focus on the one which is half full, right? The more you question it, the more you're doubting yourself and the universe. Imagine if you doubt the person you love the most in your life, and if you project your trust issues to them, what will the response be? Do you think they will be encouraged and inspired to do good things for you? Do you think they'll be encouraged and inspired to show initiatives or actions of love and genuinity? Definitely not, right? They will be discouraged to project any positive emotions towards you. And that's what happens when you start doubting on that emotions. That's what happens when you start doubting on the way the universe is working for you, right? So the second thing you need to do is stop questioning the hows of it and keep faith. Thirdly, believe it to be true. If you have set certain intentions, if you have set certain dreams in your life, put your hand in your heart and ask yourself, do you believe it to be true? Do you believe in that reality that exists? Do you believe in that version of yourself which is already there? because whatever you put your mind to is already existent in this universe, right? And if you can't believe it, let me tell you a hack how to do it. Fake it. Yes, you heard me right. Fake it until you make it. Use things like affirmations or journalizing or scripting and try to be that person. Tell yourself, I'm this person. Tell yourself, I'm love. Tell yourself, I'm abundant. Tell yourself each day and each and every way, I'm becoming better and better. The more you focus on reprogramming your subconscious mind, the more likely it is for your subconscious mind to take on the new identity that you want to embody, right? Remember that you held on to one identity for so long, and it's definitely going to take some hard work and effort on your part to embody that new version of you. Number 4, progress is king. I've manifested so many things in my life just based on my pure intent. And just the other day, I was going through my old journal and I was just reading through it, right? So when I read that pages, when I read those pages, I had an aha moment, because the current reality which I am having, the current experiences and the life I am living is purely based on whatever I had written in those journal, right? From page to page, or should I call it magic pages. I have manifested everything in my life based on the mindset and based on the belief system that I integrated in my mind, based on the things that I told my subconscious mind. And it can happen for you too. It is all based on the kind of mindset you have. So progress is king. Journalizing and scripting every day to become that version of you will allow you to make a smooth transition into the new reality that you want to manifest in your life, right? So rather than surrendering yourself in self-doubt, what if you took positive action? What if you took inspired action to change your reality, right? Even if it's as simple as journalizing and scripting, that can have a massive impact in the way you perceive your reality. Also know that progress is king. Little steps that you take over time can have a massive impact because it gradually compounds over time, and it will allow you to see that person, see that version of you that you want to embody. It will allow you to see that person, that abundant version of you that you truly desire to live. Number 5 is gratitude. You'll become the person that aligns with the frequency you are in. If you're constantly complaining about little things in your life that is not happening, and if you're losing faith, then this is definitely going to have a reverse effect, because the universe doesn't understand words, right? It purely operates based on the frequency. It purely operates based on emotions. So if you're trying to manifest something in your life, but if you're always feeling lack, unworthy, if you're always doubting yourself and the progress that is happening, then it is definitely going to have a reverse effect on what you're trying to have in your life. So definitely consider that. Instead of complaining, if you focus on giving your thanks to the universe every day, it will have a massive impact in the way you will see things, in the way you will operate on a day-to-day basis. Imagine that you have someone in your life and they're always grateful to you. They're grateful for little things and they're always happy and chirpy, right? Even in bad situations, they always find something to be happy about. They always have something to be cheerful and grateful about. What will that make you feel? That will definitely make you feel happy, right? That will always make you look at that person with positive outlook and appreciate them for what they are. The universe has the same impact on you. If you're being that person to the universe will really appreciate that version of you, right? So become more grateful and embody that version of you that is open to things, that is trusting, that is always worthy of things, that is open to receiving and not doubting, right? Live your life with grace, surrender to love, and just be. Remember, the universe is watching over you. If this episode resonated with you, do share it with your loved ones. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And until next time, much love, and please keep on creating your inner Shangri-La. Bye-bye.